Welcome to Business Class, a podcast for people wanting to upgrade their thinking, upgrade their learning, and upgrade their life. I'm your host, Eugenia Panderhos, founder of Business Class Collective, best-selling author, and life coach. If you're an entrepreneur, a startup, or someone who dreams of reaching their full potential, then you're in the right place. You'll feel empowered and inspired to design the life you've always wanted. Let's do this. Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome back to the show. I hope you've had a wonderful week, and I hope that you're looking forward to a delightful weekend. Today, I'll be discussing limiting beliefs. Simply put, they are excuses. They are the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what is holding us back from becoming who we are meant to be. Limiting beliefs prevent us from reaching our full potential. Often they are subconscious, which means we don't even know that we have them until someone points them out to us. Our brain is wired to conserve energy, and we are comfortable in our routines, our jobs, and our relationships, and that comfort translates to not wanting to get out of our comfort zone. We are capable of sabotaging our own success because of these limiting beliefs. I think you know what I'm talking about. But the truth is that we can all tap into our unlimited potential. You just need to imagine, believe, face your fears, and take the inspired action. How do you know if you have limiting beliefs? Well, some of the 3 common limiting beliefs include: I don't have time. But we all are allocated the same hours in a day, and we know that when we care about something, nothing can hold us back. But if we're not invested in something, naturally we tell ourselves that we don't have enough time. Secondly, I don't possess adequate technical skills, or I don't have what it takes. Fear of failure or fear of success can be at the core of this excuse, or fear of being seen and not doing well. But with focus and self-belief, everything can be possible. I'm not strong enough. This belief keeps us in our comfort zone. We perceive ourselves as weak and unable to recover from failure, discomfort, or rejection. The preference is to stay where we are to avoid the risk of becoming hurt. It's about preventing vulnerability. I think if we are all honest with ourselves, we could easily identify limiting beliefs that prevent us from self-actualizing. These beliefs come from a negative mindset and a place of fear that prevents you from rising up to experience a new opportunity. Limiting beliefs hinder progress and get in the way of your potential success. Sometimes the idea of success can be overwhelming, and staying put in your limiting beliefs makes you feel safe. A limiting belief is a thought or a mindset that you perceive as an absolute truth. In turn, this mindset stops you from attaining your goals or dreams. These beliefs get in the way of progress, and they are not necessarily about you. They can also be about the people that you interact with, your ideas, or what makes the world go round. Other examples of limiting beliefs are: I'm not good enough, my social following isn't large enough to make a difference, the market is saturated, I don't have enough money, I'm too old or I'm too young, I'm not smart enough, or I don't have adequate experience. Limiting beliefs can also impact workplace culture, buy-in, and teamwork, and is often the cause of imposter syndrome. I remember when I was studying a professional management program at the University of Adelaide. It had been a long time since I had studied formally, and I truly had to face my limiting beliefs about whether or not I would successfully complete the course. I made a promise to myself to get out of my own comfort zone and to not let down me and my employer, who was investing in this course for me. Being accountable to myself and to Adam made all the difference to adopting a can-do attitude that replaced any limiting beliefs I had. I completed the course with an overall distinction, something that I was so proud of. I faced my fears, showed up, did the work, and did it successfully. After graduation, a fellow student and I went on to continue studies. The next subject was accounting, and I knew that this subject at a university level was much more complex than what I had learnt many years ago. Megan, my fellow student, and I wrote these words each week in our diary. Failure is not an option. We were determined to succeed. So every assignment, every group meeting, every ratio, every balance sheet, profit and loss, every test, every group assignment, and the end of year exam was filtered through this statement. I passed with flying colours. I changed the limiting belief that I had about this subject and switched my mindset to accomplish my goal. But remember, I had fear, I had imposter syndrome, I had questioned my ability, but all of this was set against a strong will to succeed, and that I did. I dug deep and had the privilege of graduating from the same business school on the same day at the same ceremony as my eldest daughter. Something that seemed like a dream come true, and one that I couldn't have planned to coincide like that, even if I had wanted to. So, what can you do to address limiting beliefs? Here are 4 tips. So, if you want to get a pen and paper, now's a great time to start jotting down some notes. Firstly, identify your beliefs. The first step to overcome your limiting beliefs is to first identify them. These beliefs usually present themselves as a thought in your head. So, put pen to paper to help you identify and separate the fact from the fiction. Secondly, ask, are they true? Assess whether this thought is real or perceived, and then consider if it is relevant or whether you can do something about it. Determine whether your beliefs are coming from a place of accuracy, for example, a previous experience, or falsehood, where it is coming from a place of fear. So how can you get out of your own way and swap the negative judgment? Thirdly, use positive affirmations to combat limiting beliefs. For example, replace I don't have time to start a business with I can make time and take the steps necessary to start a business. Using positive affirmations to swap your thoughts helps to train your mind to see the positives in any given situation rather than the negatives. Another example is I can't travel alone, which can be swapped with I get to travel alone and to immerse myself in enriching experiences. Resilience, perseverance, and courage are required attributes when working through limiting beliefs. And it's important not to give up on yourself, but instead to master your mindset and take your destiny into your own hands. When you change your perspective, you are now empowered to change your life. Limiting beliefs come from a negative mindset and also that of a victim mindset. You can be your own worst enemy and make up all the excuses on how to not show up in your life. So flip your mindset and encourage positive self-beliefs both in the workplace and in your personal life. Confidence is key, and tackling a task and connecting with a high purpose of the task allows you to level up and to believe in yourself. Never give up. Remember that everyone to some degree experiences limiting beliefs, and sometimes they creep in, and before you know it, they can take hold. The only way through is to persevere and address these limiting beliefs and to take the necessary action to tackle the task and move forward. A quote by Helen Keller explains that risks that are taken in everyday life, that every risk brings change, and these may be within us or without, and that life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Be sure to share it with your friends. Until next time. You've been listening to Business Class presented by Eugenia Panterhos, founder of Business Class Collective. If you haven't yet, go to Apple Podcast, subscribe, rate and review this podcast. Share the love and let your family and friends know too. You can follow Business Class Collective on Instagram and Facebook. Join me next time.